edition. No, we are not in studio today. It's a Sunday afternoon. We got a bunch of rain going on, and guess who I have here? Two #1 hit makers in Australia. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in Vivid Vertigo. Guys, say hi. Hi to the YouTube fam, Facebook fam, wherever else we may be scanning through after this interview. It's an honor to be here. I've been waiting for you guys to. I've been waiting to see you guys a lot.
Thanks for having
Yes,
us.
yes. So, you guys been performing like everywhere, up in the Fredericksburg, Colonial Beach area, and things like that. The first thing I want to do is introduce each and every one of you, so the listeners, viewers know who is who, and who sings the amazing vocals as lead, and who's doing the amazing bass and electric guitar and stuff like that. So, Marilyn, we start with you.
Hi, I'm Marilyn. I'm the lead vocalist for the band. I joined here in 2019, November 2019, and it's been great since.
I'm Timmy. Hi, I play bass. I do backing vocals, and I've been with these two knuckleheads for like 11 years now. So yeah.
Hi, I'm Andrew, lead guitar player. I write lyrics and been playing music for a long time. I love doing it, especially with these guys.
So. My name's Nick. I'm the drummer for Vivid Vertigo and co-writer. I've been doing this for 11, 12, 13 years. Been with these knuckleheads forever. But it's what we like to do.
So yeah, there you go. And so I'm going to ask you guys a list of questions, and you guys wanted to do 2 songs, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll give you a couple questions. Ain't gonna be that hard, I promise. All right. So the first one is, how old were you guys when you all first started singing?
I would say I started singing when I was in middle school, high school. I actually was playing piano first, and then played guitar, and then I kind of mimicked the notes through my voice, and then that's how it all started.
Wow.
Really.
Yeah, I was about the same thing. I started singing in like middle school, and then just didn't really do nothing with it. Started playing bass in high school, put it down, started DJing. Then I found these guys, and they're like, "Hey, we need a bass player." And I'm like, "Hey, I have a bass, so we'll try it."
I started when I was like 13. Our father that passed away, he got us into music. He was in a band way back in the day, and yeah, I've been doing that ever since. Played in a few acoustic groups before this, and I had a metal band before this, and it's amazing to do. So fell in love with it ever since. So yeah.
I don't sing. I sound like nails on a chalkboard. But I've been playing drums for about 13, 14 years. Like I said, our dad got us into music, and he, he wasn't really a big fan of us pursuing,
Right.
going into music, because it's a very cutthroat industry. But once he saw our determination and how head set we were,
It may be cutthroat, but you guys are doing amazing.
yeah.
Team #1 in
Thank you.
Australia is what's amazing to me. And you're talking about you don't sing. I don't sing either, because the church has gotten me trying to get to sing. I tell them all the time, there's a reason why I just talk. Okay. So, how did the band form and became Vivid Vertigo?
That's a me.
Yeah.
So me, Andrew, and Timmy have been playing together on a few other projects for a number of years. Vivid Vertigo released our first record under a rebrand with our singer at the time, and he stayed through the recording of the record and then left. So our producer took over. He sang on the record. We were actually talking about that earlier.
Right. Yeah.
I was working for a company, and I met Marilyn at a model shoot. She was actually modeling at Custom Cheese
Oh, that's
Forest
amazing.
Park.
Right.
And the photographer at the time sent me her YouTube channel, and we sat here in the garage, was listening to her vocals, and we were holding auditions, and I said, we don't need to audition anybody else.
No,
This is
we
it.
were We were sold. We were sold by.
She's the top spot now.
Yeah.
She had an amazing YouTube channel.
Right.
We were sold
Yeah.
from there. We were just showing a few clips, and we were like, yeah, she's in for
So,
sure.
Vivid Vertigo in the past, we've gone through a few lineup changes, but the four of us have been together for almost 5 years now. We've got a really
That's awesome.
core group.
How did you guys feel when you guys hit #1 twice in Australia?
So I got a screenshot from a buddy of mine
Right.
who sent me the radio station and where we were charted at,
Right.
and I cussed them out. Because like Photoshop, so I was like, this is not, you're not supposed to joke about stuff like
Right,
that.
yeah.
And I went on their website and saw Jaded Blue #1, and then I messaged them guys. I was like, look, we did it. And not only did Jaded Blue hit, it was Sane hit and Get Back hit. So it was Get Back didn't hit 1, but Get Back was, I want to say, within the top 10, like eight or
That's
7.
amazing.
It really hit me and you too, Nick, because we were doing a little festival down there, and some guy from Australia was at one of the vendor stands. He's like, "You guys are Vivid Vertigo? I listen to your music all the time." And we're like, "Huh? How do you know us?"
So and it's crazy.
It's an honor.
Being at home,
Sure.
playing the venues that we play. We've had some really amazing shows lately, and we've had some, it comes with being an original artist.
Right.
You play some great venues, play some bad ones. So to have somebody from another country who listens to you all the time and come here and go, you guys are amazing, blah blah, and it's like, well, you should have called us last weekend. That I'm not gonna name drop, but like the one place we played in Baltimore. With,
Yeah.
Yeah. So are you guys wanting to go overseas with the thing?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Definitely do.
How about that? You hear that,
Yeah.
Australia, right?
Yeah.
The station in Australia that they were able to hit #1. You hear that, right? I'm just saying.
Right.
Oh man. So tell me about the viewers, about your fans that follow you guys there. Have you guys been able to interact with a few of them?
Yeah. A lot of the times, especially when we're hitting the street promoting, whether we're promoting a
Right.
record or we're promoting, like with the competition win or whatnot. We've met some fans, like me and Timmy, when we released the wreckage. I had a kid tell me that he was struggling with his mental health.
Right.
And had listened to the song and it resonated with him, and he told me it saved his life. And to have interactions like that, it's not so much about how many people are at our shows or as far as making it big.
Right.
It's that we're able to resonate and connect with our audience and able to share our stories. A lot of the songs that we write focus on mental health.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
one thing we want everybody to know, it gets better. It gets better.
I love I'm gonna get to this in a minute, but I love the Set Me Free music video, because not only that, it's in town.
Yeah.
It's here at home. It's on the beach.
Yeah.
And Marilyn is Ashley Cage is shaking, "Set me free!" That is probably my favorite part of
Yeah.
the whole entire video, because it has a background story.
Right.
So, what are some of you guys' biggest artist influencers and who you follow and study?
So, I'm a big Paramore fan. I'm a big Hayley Williams fan. So I watch her stage presence
Awesome.
and watch how she interacts with the audience. I also like No Doubt. Gwen Stefani's great. And then just a lot of the, I guess the 2010s, like I guess when I was in high school, a lot of the pop punk, sorry, rock bands. They influenced me a lot on how they sing and how they just inspire me to just be out there and have fun. Just have fun. That's all it really is. So.
Mine started with Cliff Burton of Metallica.
Oh.
Because, like, you hear
Oh, yeah.
bass all the time in songs, and it's always, like, drowned out. It's the backing part to it, but hearing him, like, bite through everything and, like, having the crunch on his bass and just shredding the whole time. And then, like, I've gone through from that to, like, metalcore, like, Motionless in White, Ice Nine Kills, and now I'm making it into Sleep Token a lot, where it's, like, just as heavy, but, like, a little bit smoother. So just kind of, like, working with those vocals, like, those bass lines, and how they just kind of stand out a little more. So,
I would say for me, more like the '90s alternative, Third Eye Blind.
Yes.
I'm into metal too, like Asking Alexandria. The tones I get and I use sometimes, and they hate me for it. A lot of open tunings, and
Right.
Third Eye Blind is huge on that, so that's where I draw.
Semi Charm Life.
Yeah, man. I've seen them so many times live, and every time I see them, I swear we write like 6 more songs. So maybe I need to go out to more shows. But yeah, that's where I draw my tones and things of that nature. So yeah, I would say '90s alternative for me.
And mine's like way one side or the other. Like where my drumming inspirations, Neil Peart from Rush, John Bonham, Led Zeppelin, Rocky Ramone from the Ramones. And then there's a style of music, for those of you who aren't familiar with the Maryland, D.C., Virginia area, we have a music called go-go.
Yep.
And
Yes.
as a percussionist and a rhythm player, go-go uses so many different kinds of
Yes, they
beats.
do.
So we actually, none of you guys were there, but Vivid Vertigo actually opened for Trouble Funk.
Oh, wow.
We were
That's
the
awesome.
only rock band on the bill, and the rest of it was R&B and go-go, and it went over pretty well. It was a good time.
That's great. So, this is kind of a, you may have to think on this one, but what have your favorite performance on stage so far to present day of all time?
Where was the first ever show that I was at when I was wearing that red tank top?
High Tide.
High Tide. That was a very, very memorable experience because that not only was that my first show with the band
Right.
all together, and that was like during COVID times or
Yeah.
whatever. That was just like a really, really fun experience because there was like a whole bunch of people, and it was just my first time there, and then like everybody was like interacting, and everyone was like liking us a lot. And then the other place I would say is Casey's.
Right.
When I remember there was this time where I was like, I kicked the chair during, I think it was Get Back or
Yeah.
something. I remember that. That was
like our set thing we did every
And the
time.
crowd goes wild.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah. So that's really fun. Those were the 2 shows that I remember most.
I'd say probably one of my favorite ones was, I don't remember where it was in Bluesboro, Maryland. I was playing with Tantric.
Yeah.
That was the
Oh,
biggest stage I've ever seen. And they said, yeah, you run around, do what you want on it, put your amp up, and I'm like, there's so much room. Like, what do I do? I normally just stand in one spot the whole time. It was either that or with our old vocalist, we played at the Bike Fest down
Right.
here with Buck Cherry.
Wow.
And we're like, okay, cool, and we set up on the town stage, and they're like, no, you guys are playing on that one, the giant white stage. And we're like, whew,
And Buck Cherry is iconic.
Oh,
And most
yeah.
people don't know, guys. You don't know what what you don't know about Viv Vertigo. These guys has opened up for major recording artists, just like Buck Cherry.
we played with Tommy Two Tone a whole bunch of times. See, those are always really great ones because they're
Right.
the what's the foundation?
BAM, so Beach Art, Music, and Mentoring,
Yeah.
which is a foundation here in Colonial Beach, a way for us to give back to the public school system, so that way, because our public school doesn't have a big budget for music and art, so that's a way for us to raise money and kind of give back to the community.
I would say there's a place in Hollywood, Maryland called Last Drop. It was our first one with Maryland there.
Right.
I want to say it was like a good 100, 150 people. I mean, it's a small room, so when you have that and the energy and the interaction, for artists, it inspires you to have that kind of feedback and interaction with the crowd,
Right.
and they're feeling it, we're feeling it, and it just feels like time is erased. Like it's just you're in that moment and you're just locked in. And also, I would say there was one show with our old singer at the community center. I think that was one of my favorite shows to play. It was the same experience. We had a really cool intro to where we all like kind of walked in from the backstage area, and it felt like we were like, okay, we're a legit rock and roll band. And from that moment, and having Maryland, we just have that same motto of just like have fun, but also make it theatrical, because
Right.
people could always just listen to the music,
Yeah.
but they want to be entertained and have a good time, and that's what it's about. So
And if I can piggyback on that show, we had the lights all black. It was right here in Colonial Beach. It was the Departure CD release party, and we had everything black. We walked out on stage, everybody screaming, "Vivid Vertigo!" And as soon as the lights came on, everybody
That
started
should be a
screaming.
that I'm sure that was a great feeling.
I sat there and I was like, wait, they're there for us? But for me, my shows piggyback on Timmy and Maryland. The Buck Cherry show,
Right.
I'm sitting on the kit and I'll look over and see Josh Todd standing next to me,
gosh.
and I'll look over, which if you guys don't know who Buck Cherry is, Josh Todd is the singer. I'll look at my singer and went, do not mess up at all. And then the Tantric show, actually if you look over there, that's what we call a wedge, that's a floor monitor.
Right.
So the Tantric show is probably the best production we've ever played. And if you don't know who Tantric is, Tantric, the singer for Tantric was the singer for Days of the New. So think Creed, think Nickelback,
Yes.
so that whole era. I had 5 wedges in front of my drum kit, and I usually have none. Some of the places they don't give us any
Right.
production. So the crowd was great. And it could have been nobody there. I think that's the one thing that we like as Vivid Vertigo, is we like to give back and like to help others. The Tantric show was for, shout out Darren, the We Don't Follow Foundation, where we raise money for the opioid epidemic, so getting people treatment and stuff like that. So that was big.
That's great. So I want to talk about a couple of your music videos real quick. Take me through the process of a music video, and the videos like "Set Me Free," filmed right in town. As we said earlier, a great hometown music video for you guys. I thought that was perfect. On the water, up on the steps of the hotel. You guys got to go through a couple of days of rolling clips, or what do you guys do for music videos?
Set Me Free was spontaneous.
Yeah.
Um,
It was on
so
the spot.
there's a few TikToks that we were watching, and it had like where Maryland's running.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of that in short TikTok videos. We saw that, I was like, we need to do that, and we shot that with the cell phone.
Right.
That was
yeah.
cell phone shot, and then like when she's running, I'm running backwards. So I'm holding the phone, running backwards as she's running. It was I looked, I had these two behind me. I said, I just need you guys to make sure I don't bump into anybody.
Right, right.
They didn't do their job. I bumped
Don't
them.
trip over a
He
lady.
was
Yeah, right.
falling over, he was making sure no one was in my way of his way, and
Yeah.
it was like a whole train thing going down the boardwalk.
But that's an original video, though. Not a whole lot of folks can, not even mainstream artists can say that you could take a phone, well, these days you can take a phone and do anything now.
Yeah.
You don't even have to have a computer or a big camcorder thing to do anything anymore.
Right.
It's all on phone now.
Mhm.
And the thing I like about it versus the thing I love about an independent artist is everybody does their original thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can take the phone, do the music video, and it blows up like crazy.
Right.
That's what I love about independent artists, far enough.
Yeah.
Especially you guys. You guys were, when Frank introduced me to you guys, and he said, "Hey, look, there's a group in Colonial Beach. Can you listen to them?" And I was blown away.
Oh, thank you.
Flat out,
Thank
first
you, man.
3 lyrics, I was blown away. I said, "Holy crap, where's these guys been? why haven't seen these guys?" And come to find out, you guys been around for a long while. So, tell us some stories about when you guys wrote a few of your songs, and a couple of them we already touched on, Set Me Free and things, but and we talked about that on the radio show not too long ago, a few months back. Talk about Get Back, Jaded Blue, The River, and a couple others. How did those songs come about when you guys wrote it? Was it something funny when y'all started writing it,
Right.
or
So, Get Back, I won't go to, make sure we keep it PG. So, Get Back is from a note I had wrote.
Right.
In a very, very dark kind of way. So, a part that I didn't think I was going to make it to the next day.
Right.
So, years later, I found that and looked back and was like, it does. My thing is, doing, I don't know what kind of word is used for it, but when you go through something like that, it's a long-term solution to a short-term
Yeah.
problem. You guys know that.
Right.
So it gets better. There's light at the end of the tunnel, and I took it to them and was like, how do you guys feel about this song? So I reworded it. Marilyn helped me kind of make it more into a good
Right.
song, and that's one of, as far as us going out to the crowd,
Yeah.
that's the best one.
How
They
about that?
love that song. Love
Yeah,
that
and
song.
I love Get Back to.
Yeah.
That's one of those songs where it can touch people.
Right.
It
Yeah.
touches the lives of people, and like you guys said earlier, it could possibly save them.
Yeah.
You know, so that's one of my favorite things.
Yeah.
You guys' writing of songs. It touches others,
Right.
and it kind of goes to the heart, so to speak.
Yeah.
So
What I really like about, I guess our lyric process or our musical process is
Right.
that we do take our personal experiences from hard times and just our life in general, and then we just take it out onto a piece of paper and the notes and then jam out on that. Like I really like how we all bond over what we have gone through, and then we just put it on stage,
Right.
pretty much. So
And it's
I
like
really like it.
we pride ourselves of taking any traumatic experience we've gone through and put it out there, because I think, as a teenager growing up, when you go see your favorite local band, you're like, some of those artists saved me.
right.
And
Yeah.
same thing with the rest of the guys.
So just
And
pay it
so
forward.
for us to be able to do that same thing, because we were sitting and we're like, let's write a pop song. Let's write something that can go mainstream.
Yeah.
And then that, because we can't fake it. We can't.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
like we can be like, oh yeah, we're gonna party and blah blah blah.
But
It
what
doesn't
I-
work that
what
way.
I do
And
like-
Set Me Free. It was the original
Right.
pop song.
It
and
was.
then
It was.
we
It
changed
was
it.
like a really happy let's go and like set me free, whatever. And then we just made it. I think 10
Crumble it
times
up.
better.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a pop song at first, but what I like about our band too is we can get in a room and just spontaneous.
Right.
Most of our, I would say, best material comes from just spontaneous jamming. Like I'll
Yeah.
come with the riff, or Timmy will write a riff, Marilyn will sing something or have a lyric. I'll have a lyric, Nick will have a lyric. Losing Hope came from Timmy just being like, these are my lyrics. Can you capture some heavy tones and sounds, and
Mhm.
that's what I love about our group, most
Yeah.
importantly.
Yeah, when Amanda, the camera person, she's on with me on the show from time to time, but when she heard Losing Hope, her jaw dropped. I'm like, that there, it was the reaction I always love looking for. So, let's get to America's Top Hitmaker. You guys are in the quarterfinals. Voting is still going on, and all the guys that listens and views the show, not only here locally, but across country, we have worldwide listeners. They are voting like crazy for you guys. Of course, I'm voting like crazy. I want y'all to win. But day 48, quarterfinals, and tell people how, tell us about that journey when you guys know you're in the quarterfinals and you're
Yeah.
like, oh yes, get closer, get closer. Tell folks how they can vote if they already haven't, where they can vote, and I know you maybe like a buck. It's only a buck or two to vote. I mean, come on, get some more votes in for these guys.
So I'll go, for those of you who are listening today, we'll start out with the beginning of America's Next Top Hitmaker. So we came in, I'm a Twitch streamer,
Right.
he's a Twitch streamer as well, and then we all have a pretty good social media following. So we were asked to partake. We said, hell yeah. So if we win, we get $50,000 to go and record our next record. Front page of Rolling Stone magazine.
How about
We get
that?
to open the Global Citizen Music Festival in Central Park, New York, and we get our music video debuted in Times Square on the big billboard.
So this is big stuff, guys.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this is one of the reasons why I really wanted to be here today, just so that they can talk about what America's Top Hitmaker is doing for these guys if they win. So we got to make sure they try and win, okay? Because I would love to see them on the billboard in Times Square. That'd be great.
So we beat the top 20. We beat the top 15.
Right.
Top 10, top 5. We got into the group finals, and there was a scare. So every round past the group finals, we have to be in first place in the next round. We were second.
Oh, man.
So we were voted out, and we got a redemption in the wild card round. So we're sitting in a Discord call with some other Twitch streamers, and we're watching. We're watching to the last minute, and then we saw that we placed first, and we moved to the quarterfinals. And today's a special day. So everybody gets one free vote. So as long as you have a Facebook account, you have Verify, you get your one free vote. Voting, there's a $10 minimum for 10 votes. It's $1 per vote if you wanna donate. All money goes to the Global Citizen Foundation. They practice through media, music, art, entertainment, business, politics, to end world hunger, to end poverty. They have millions of activists all throughout the world, and they're on the streets every single day. So every dollar you donate when you buy a vote goes to the Global Citizen Foundation and helps us help them, help people that need the help. And then today, Sunday at midnight, from today to Sunday at midnight, it is double votes. So if you get
double the vote,
if you buy 10 votes, it's 20 votes, and then so on and so forth. And we're not asking anybody to buy a vote. If you take that link and share it everywhere. That's to spread the word. That's all we're looking for.
Yes, indeed. All right, so if you have, you guys do a lot of nonprofit stuff, things like that. If you had kids that's watching you, you know, they want to start up a band, like younger generation wants to start a somewhat of band, want to be similar like you. What is you guys' advice on how they can continue to motivate themselves to try and keep going and try and start on things that they want to start on and keep moving forward?
I say,
I was gonna say, like, I was gonna just question them is like, how bad do you want it? How bad do you want to work at improving on musical abilities? On how bad do you want to learn how to just get out there and get your music out there and things like that? And I think that's very important because sometimes we run into days where we don't feel like it, or we're just not motivated, and we're just kind of like whatever about things, but you just have to keep that question in the back of your mind, like how bad do you want to, you know, express yourself to those people. So I think that's just an important message to have for younger kids or younger people to understand, is that you got to have that drive to keep going and going and pushing and pushing. So that's what
That's good. That's real good advice. Real good advice.
I would say too, for the younger bands and just anybody that wants to play music, don't get caught up in, because the attention spans are very small now. Don't get caught up in the instant gratification of things. Be true to yourself, and most importantly, have fun with it too. But there's all kinds of what's the word? You know, you're gonna go through bumps and bruises. You're gonna feel like you go through imposter syndrome. You're gonna feel like a failure because this show didn't go good. But like Marilyn, to touch on what Marilyn said, you know, how bad do you want it? But you know, don't get caught up in what social media is saying and things of that nature.
Don't be discouraged.
Don't be discouraged. You can learn from other people too, but most importantly is know your why and continue to push and have the drive and motivation to do it. Because like Marilyn said, there's been plenty of times where I'm like, I don't want to pick up the guitar today. I don't want to do any of this. And you're gonna have those feelings because you're gonna get discouraged because there was 2 people out in the crowd. I would say 2. It doesn't matter who's out there, if there's 1,000 or if there's 2 people in the crowd. Know your why and let people know who you are when you're up on that stage.
Are you listening to this, folks?
Because you're an artist.
Right there.
You're there to express yourself, and that's what it's about first.
Yep.
That's what it's about. So.
Don't let nobody tell you can't do it. Those things have been said to all of us for years, before this project, during this project. Go out there, have fun. Spread your message. Don't let anybody tell you you can't follow your dreams, because I can tell you we're doing it and we're having a blast.
Yep.
You don't have to come from money. You don't have to come from anything. We started with a practice amp and 1 busted speaker.
Those are the good days.
And
Those are the great memories.
yeah. We did it, and it's getting yourself out there.
But also treat it like a business too.
Yeah.
That's
Be
important
professional.
too.
Yeah, be professional.
We didn't know that at the time
Yeah.
when we started our older bands. It was just strictly fun, and I think once you get in that business motto, you know, you can learn so much from other people too.
Yeah.
Always be willing to learn and take constructive feedback,
Yes.
because if you can't, this is going to be a hard industry to make it in for sure. So.
I definitely want to see you guys on the Vigo Times Square billboard. That would be amazing, guys. You got to vote for them. I'm telling you, America's hot hit maker. You know, this is a national thing, and they're in the quarterfinals, so that's a big deal. So make sure you guys vote. I'm sharing this on all of my platforms. They're gonna be sharing it on my shares. I'm gonna be sharing it on their shares. So, just so you know, okay? Just so you know.
Hot luck of shares.
Yeah, hot luck of shares. That's right. You guys been on the show before. We're gonna try and get you guys into the Hot Mix of the A studios with
Nice.
Travis Harris, and myself and Giles, and things like that. We're gonna. This is not the last time.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk to y'all in person, rather, because I'm only about 40 minutes down the road. And, you know, 40 minutes, guys, if you don't know what Westmoreland County is, for those of you watching across the country, around the world, Westmoreland County is a very long county. Just so you know, very long county. And towns here and there and everywhere. I mean, one of the longest counties in the area.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely want to see you guys again. Maybe we can do an interview out on the beach because it's been raining today.
Right.
Obviously.
Yeah.
But is there anything else you want the listeners to know about you before you guys start singing? I know you have another interview coming up at the amazing local public radio station.
Yeah.
By the way, here in town. So
Support local music, no matter
Yes.
where you
Yes.
are. I can tell you, we play within the northern neck of Virginia. There's 100 other bands around here. Southern Maryland has like 5,000 bands all fighting for the same stages. Go out and support local music, because the artists that you're listening to on the radio right now started in garages
Yes.
like this.
Yep.
yes, and
I'm
this,
with Nick on that one. I got nothing. Man, that was weak. There's
and this studio is amazing. I love it because it's nostalgic. I love studios like this. This is amazing. Anything else, guys? One thing I will tell you guys, and Lionel Richie has said this on American Idol, and I took and ran with it. If you win, you win. You lose, you learn. You never lose because you're continuing to learn to win.
Yeah.
I'm
So-
totally with that. That is
Yeah.
so true. You know.
Yeah, and his advice to the singers coming on, that was his exact words. I ran with it ever since. I thought it was amazing.
And you can apply that to anything.
Yes, yes,
You know,
yeah.
you can apply it to business, or you're a musician, or your
Right.
job, you want to get promoted, but you didn't, but take steps to get where you want to go. So.
Exactly.
Yes, indeed. Guys, America's top hit maker. They're in the
Please vote.
quarterfinals,
Please
okay?
vote. Please.
Vote,
Please.
vote, vote. And I'm gonna, abuse you guys on social media so you guys can vote for them, all right? I'm just saying, you know.
It's a potluck
Yeah.
of shares, man.
Yep.
So guys, y'all got time for one or two songs?
Yeah.
You have time to need to set up or anything?
Would you rather acoustic or do you want full band?
It doesn't matter. Whatever you guys
Let's
want to
knock
do.
out bottom of the
Let's do it.
barrel and trapped.
Yeah.
Let's do some new ones.
We'll do some new ones.
Yeah, so
These
do
are
some new one, guys.
unreleased songs.
Yeah.
So this is unreleased songs. Ladies and gentlemen, Vivid Vertigo, we're gonna wrap it up with two of their songs. Vote, 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 vote. We will talk to you Tuesday night on the Will's World Radio Show, and we're gonna talk all about the interview, and we're gonna share this all over. So, ladies and gentlemen, Vivid Vertigo, give us just 2 minutes for them to get set up.
Oh no.
We welcome you into the special edition of the Will's World Radio Show. Vivid Vertigo is about to perform live and two unreleased singles you have yet to hear. And this is amazing. So, how about that?
Oh yeah, get that.
So, America's Top Hitmaker, vote, vote, vote. When you do vote, make sure you vote again and again. So, Vivid Vertigo, Maryland's lead singer. And guys, one more time, introduce yourselves right before you start singing.
Yeah.
So everybody will know who you are.
Thank you.
Yeah, this has been a live interview with Vivid Vertigo on the Will's World Radio Show YouTube channel. Guys, thank you so much for all of your viewers across the world. 60,000 views we hit this past weekend. Thank you so much. My goodness. So what we're going to do, we're going to share real quick. And they're getting ready to start. This you. Vivid Vertigo.
Hello, I'm Marilyn. We got bassist Timmy. We got percussionist Nick. And we've got guitarist Andrew. And we're Vivid Vertigo again.
I know why. I didn't have my. Yeah, that'll do it. I might want to plug in first.
That'll be a little helpful.
Ladies and gentlemen, a special performance. Maryland and Company, Vivid Vertigo.
tracks.
One more song from Vivid Vertigo. We are live at the Vivid Vertigo studio.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Vivid Vertigo. We will talk to you Tuesday night on the Willswood Radio Show.
Woo!
We'll see you then. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.